I want to introduce our first presenter this evening. Azhary, if you want to come up here. He and I connected on a road trip. And here, take this mic.
Let's give him a hand.
Yes, let's give him a hand.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Come on over here. People online want to see you.
Yes,
Come and sit in that black line.
absolutely.
There you go.
So when did you join Lifestyle?
I joined Lifestyle in June of 2023.
Okay, and I remember we met at a road trip.
Sure.
And you said you want to meet with me and discuss the plan.
That's correct.
Okay, and how much time has evolved between the time we met till the time that you bought a house?
So
First house.
I joined in June, and in 2 months, I bought my first house.
Okay, very good.
Couldn't done it without your help and a lot of vendor you guys saw here already.
Okay, well, thank you. So you are a senior network at Home Depot?
Yes, I work for a retail business.
One of my favorite stores, which will become one of your favorite stores as well. And Mona is
My lovely wife, Mona, yeah, she can wave.
she's a stay-home mom of 4 kids, so she has a
Yes, I do have
full-time job.
4 kids, and I used to say 4 monkeys, but my son said, please don't say that in front of everybody. So I'm not gonna
See,
I'm not
he's
gonna say it.
embarrassed. Okay, very good, very good.
So yes, Mona staying home mom, but lately she started doing part-time job. I'm gonna get her ready. I'm gonna retire myself and push her to the market.
Oh, okay, all right, I like that. So tell us, why did you join Lifestyle?
I have a very demanding job, and I just hear you that your boss work from what? From 7 to 8?
Yes.
I do have the same things. 6 months ago, I walked by to my boss office and my boss office. I don't want to be there in 5 years or 4 years, so I decided to do something better.
All right, very good. So you joined Lifestyles to kind of change your life and
Correct.
destiny, right? And you got your house in Cypress, Texas.
Correct.
So tell us about the house. How did you find out about it?
Actually, this came from email blast. You guys know about it this weekend with Chris.
Yes, thank you.
So it's an awesome opportunity. The Lifestyle Realtor send you an email with the house already, like initial evaluation on it. If it makes sense, you do your own evaluation. If it makes sense, you just go for it.
Okay, very good. So I see that you've done some work here and this
yes.
bathroom right here.
The good news about this house, since I just started, this is actually my second house. My first house was have a few of the big items. This one is very light rehab, basically.
Okay, all right. So here is the other one.
Yes.
And that's a big change. So who came up with the color scheme?
Kids and wife.
Okay, all right. Very good, very good. I like that. Yes, train them while they're young, right?
That's what I'm trying to do. I try to leave a legacy for them, plus at least get them on early age to start this and show them the best. There's different ways than traditional way.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's talk about the numbers, which is what everybody is interested in seeing.
Yes.
The purchase price was $196. The rehab is very small, okay?
Correct.
I want everybody to understand that these numbers are not really your typical numbers, but as Chris said earlier, how much did you say the out-of-pocket or the rehab? About $50,000?
I didn't talk about rehab, but Jeff told us the average is $50,000.
Sorry, yes, but every now and then, and it depends on the deal, you come across a $20,000 rehab. It's like, oh my goodness, that's very good.
Yes, I can tell you out of the bed that's not ideal, because right now I just signed a contract for a new house, and out of pocket is like around 35.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
All right, very good. Your closing costs $23,323. Cash out of pocket is almost $3,300.
So I basically got this house free, for free.
That is correct. Yes, so $3,000 is, yes, you can say it's almost free. Equity.
I want to clap for you. Let's give him a chance to
Yes.
clap.
Thank you.
Right? Who wants to do this deal? Anybody? Yeah. Right. woo.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Actually, that's what get my wife on board as well, and she's
Ah.
asking now how many of those we can do.
There you
Jennifer
go.
says no, that's a unicorn.
That is yes, I completely agree. So your cash flow is $35 a month, and I just want to point this out. 35,000 is a little bit on the low side. However, I want you to keep in mind that at the end of the process, that is $129,000 waiting for you. So I would say take the $35 today. Yes, it is a little bit lower than usual. However, you will make up for it on the other side, right? So his return on equity capture is 2,600%.
Sure, and remember, with the interest rate
Yes.
really high, if it's 6 months from now, I'm not assuming it's going to go down for the next 6 months or so, but say a year from today, if it drop 1 point, that's like $200, $300 to my pocket.
Very true. Then you can do a refi, or
Yep.
you can sell it because you have so much equity
Correct.
in the property.
The equity is my main driver, to be honest.
Yes.
I'm working now. I'm making good money. It's not that great, but it's good money. So hopefully, within next 2 to 3 years, I have enough equity so I can move to the passive.
Very good.
With ACH, no check.
I had one
I don't want to go to the mailbox.
Yes. So I just want everybody to keep in mind that because of the interest rates, right, the way they are right now, and we'll go over that this weekend, or the cash flows is really a little bit challenged nowadays, I would say. But we have a lot of deals that are high on the equity capture.
I had one question about this house online.
Can we hold to the end, please?
We can do it. Okay, but it's.
Oh, we're going to hold to the end.
Yeah.
All right. So how has life changed for you since you joined Lifestyles?
So since I joined, even before I joined, it was like, how I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Do I'm going to be working 50, 60, 70 hours a week? And I'm not getting younger anymore, so I'm getting older. So when I came and I joined, I see the map is laid out for you. I see everything is like clearly. A lot of people done it before, so if they can do it, I can do it. So, and 6 months ago, I was sitting on your seat. So, yeah, I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I remember when my husband and I were sitting there and that weekend, Dell said, you can do it on your own and you'll have this zigzag map. You know, you do something, you find out it's a mistake and you go back and try to correct it and you're zigzag. But here you have the map and there is no reason for you to zigzag unless you want to zigzag, then it's going to end up costing you some money, and you're going to call me and I will tell you exactly how it is.
And again, it's not about me. I'm trying to build, like I said, legacy for these guys and also enjoy some time with them. Since I'm still cool dad, my daughter start ignoring me right now, but with the lifestyle, I mean, with the real estate, we start like having on the dinner table, like, he's
Having
very
that
interested.
conversation. Very good.
I do my calculation or evaluation on Quest. He's doing in the spreadsheet, so he's becoming really good at it.
Very good. That's awesome. That is very awesome. That's so good to hear.
You glazed over something real fast. 6 months ago, you sat here.
I was here.
You've had 4 properties in 6 months?
I have 2 already, and I signed just Jessica here. So we just
Sign on 2 more today.
like an hour ago.
Okay. All right. Within
All
6
right.
months, you've built a portfolio of 4 properties.
Yes,
Yes.
and I feel like for the 6 months I started slow, but from now on you just
Do you think he's going slow?
unlike the tiger.
No.
My wife thinks so.
Yes, as you cannot get rich slow, as Dell says, and you really does not it does not register in your head until you start buying houses, whatever it is that you're doing, passive or single family. You're like, what does that mean? Getting fast, you can't get fast slow, but then you start buying one house after another, and it spirals. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is really what he meant when he said you cannot get rich slow. So from the time that we put the slides together, and you and I talked about your short-term goals, and you said that you wanted to purchase 4 more.
Yes,
I
that was
think-
last week.
I know. So now you have 2.
I
and
have 2
think
already
it's
now.
safe to raise the bar,
Yes.
right? And get a few more, however many you can. this year.
I'm gonna stick with the 2 because my wife wanted me to slow down a little bit.
right.
So I have the 2, and between now and the end of the year, I will have the other 2. So I will at least meet this goal.
Okay,
by
very
purchasing 4.
good.
And as every good husband should say,
Happy wife, happy life.
right.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. And we'll slow down, right?
I'm trying to listen.
I'll sign in a contract.
Good job, man.
And the long-term goal will, as we discussed, will be rolling all this equity that you have put
Correct.
together in these houses.
Exactly. That's the plan now, to build as much as possible equity while I'm working, while I have my W-2s, and be able to do it.
All right, sounds good. All right, your team. So, like I said earlier, we have the mentors, and it's 3 of us. It's 3 in each 3 in Houston, 3 San Antonio, Dallas, and we also have the national mentors. But really, together, it's 12 of us. So there is no reason why you can't, pick up the phone and reach out if you have any questions or need help on anything that's real estate. You found the house through Jennifer.
I found this house through Jennifer, and she's awesome. If Jennifer here?
I did not see her,
Choose.
so I don't think she is.
Yes.
Hard money, conventional, and
That's,
conventional lending. That's
Catalyst
Carlos.
Funding, and Jessica, I believe I saw her earlier. Thank you, Jessica. I couldn't done it without you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, and Longhorn General Contractor.
Yes, and that's actually my first property. I went with Mondale. He's great, and second one was already have a bid from these guys. I talked to them in 5 minutes. I say, you know what? There's no need for me to go back to Mondale. He's busy anyway, so let's go do it. So now I have 2 people ready to jump anytime with my properties.
Yes. So this weekend, Chris will go over how you can build your
Sorry
team.
about that.
It's okay. It's all right.
I think I missed the part from 9 to 12, so I brought, I'm 7 years old.
All right. Do you have any questions for Azhary here? You said you had the one online.
Yeah, how far are you from Cyprus, and how did you manage it remotely?
So I'm like an hour from this house or 50 minutes, but I really don't have to do anything. So text message to one of the vendor, they can take care of any issue. So it's not like I'm going there or I have to drive there like every day.
Are you
Yes.
self-managing?
Yes.
Okay.
But for the listing, I go through an agent because I don't have time with my demanding job to go and show people the houses. So
So now that it's full, I think there's a fear question out there. How do you handle all of that inflow from your tenant? Have they contacted you yet?
No, and it was for the last 3 months, my wife and I bid when we're gonna receive the first text or call or whatever, and not
That
really
hasn't
nothing.
happened. Yes.
I got a text like a month ago, like on, I believe, Fridays at the 20th, and the tenant was asking, hey, can you make the rent available for me to bid? I'm using Tenant Cloud, or one of the property management. So I wasn't even, when I set it up, I went with the default for most part. So it has like 5 days before it sends the invoice or the reminder. So she just want to pay the rent early. So
All
that's a good
right.
problem to have.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Let
is.
them do it, right? Bring
Yep.
it
So
on.
I went to my desk. I look on the setup. Yeah, you can make it available. So I just did it.
Okay, so for the new people out there, the skeptical, right, or the skeptics, there are no phone calls at midnight that tells us, hey, the toilet is backed up or anything like that. It just does not happen, right? If you take care of everything up front, there should be no phone call coming your way, right?
That's true.
You just take care of everything up front, and it should be smooth sailing, ideally.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yes? Oh,
We got a microphone
here,
for you
right
right there.
Oh, no question, good.
You may have said it already, but were these foreclosed houses that you bought?
Was this
This-
a foreclosed?
Actually, this came from Lifestyle Realtor, like I mentioned. That's very good team. That's off-market deals. Yes, that's off-market deal.
It's in,
So,
you
go
want to
ahead.
take? So usually what happens is there's wholesalers out there, they get properties under contract. They're the ones that have the big billboards or the bandit signs on the corners, and they're bird dogging properties, okay? Whatever situation that's put it in a distress situation that the owner's willing to let it go at a discount, doesn't matter what it is. It may be foreclosure, it may be death, divorce, deferred maintenance, whatever. But this one in particular probably wasn't foreclosed. Or in a
No.
foreclosure situation, those are very hard to come by, and many of them get snatched up by the bank beforehand. But there are rare opportunities where you can't pick them up.
And if you just follow the email, you will see different of property. One like 22 30, one need like 100,000 to rehab it. It's different. But realty is really good, and I believe Moon is #1 for the last 5 years or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And out of 55,000, that's amazing. And Jennifer been on top 10 for last 5-6 years.
What he's mentioning there is within the greater Houston area, there's
Correct.
55,000 is total real estate agents. The #1 is a member of Lifestyles Realty. And then we have another one in the top 10, and that's in total volume and sales. So if
Yes.
you're looking for property, kind of like
Azhary did.
Azhary, right? You can be lazy. You can sit at home in your PJs or work a 60-hour week and still do this because the agents are out there working for you and they send you email blasts.
Yep.
Okay? It just shows up in your email box and you decide. Keith, you got another one?
Yeah, I just want to know, how long did it take you to get tenants?
So,
The tenants usually, sorry,
no, go ahead.
it depends, and I'll tell you my personal opinion when it comes to them. If I'm doing the showing myself, usually the tenants, there is no one that's more passionate about your money or getting your house rented than you. So you'll get tenants in there much faster than, let's say, a realtor would do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you do the showing, sometimes if the house is close to you, and we'll show you later how to do that. But then if you use a realtor, just know that you're not the only client they have, and you just sometimes have to wait for them until they have somebody for you. But our houses usually take a very short period of time to rent, if they're priced correctly.
I can agree more with you more, but unfortunately, like I said, my job is really demanding, and I work 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And most of the time, if we have any changes, that's after mid of the night.
Oh, here is Jennifer. Jennifer waves everybody.
Hey, Jennifer.
On this property in particular, how long did it take you to get a renter?
Like 2 weeks?
Which one?
This one, 2 weeks, right?
Almost.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay. 2 weeks. Joe, right? Fred.
Fred.
Boy, I was way off. You got another one? Yep.
Hi. In terms of the general contracting work that you guys offer, or the vendors that you bring, do you guarantee those general contractors would provide the services within a certain period of time?
So the vendor list that we have, those general contractors are third parties. It's your responsibility as the vendor to go, as the member to go out, right, the investor, to go out and network with them and pick the one that you want to for your properties, okay? Do we step in if there's some issues and help you out? Yeah, we'll step in and beat them up every now and again. But really, you're the one, it's your project, you've got to drive it. We teach you how to do that, right? We're real estate education and mentoring, okay?
And the other rule of thumb really is that if they give you a certain time frame from for the project to be done, I would just out of precaution add a week or two to it, just because some things may come up that once they start cutting the sheetrock, they may need to do some work behind, or God knows what. So the weather may not permit the work or the permits or whatnot. So if they say 6 weeks, I'll give them 8 weeks just to be on the safe side. Now, is there a guaranteed satisfaction, which is what you're looking for? Let me tell you, there isn't. Okay, you have to make sure that you are satisfied, and let me tell you how. You check on the work. You don't put it on cruise control.
I agree 100%. And from my own experience, which is not that much, just 2 houses so far, they are very honest, they are transparent, so, and whatever they give you 7, 8 weeks is within the range. Like she said, Hensha said, just add a week just for anything
Good
that's
measure.
unseen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Yes,
We'll take one more.
last one.
It's not, but I talk loud enough. So on the vendors thing, like for someone like myself and my wife that have almost no experience with like construction, and I don't know if they're necessarily doing a good job, if they're hitting the hammer and doing things, I think they're doing a good job. Like, are you guys as vendors, pre-screened? Like if you've had enough trouble with a vendor, do you guys not recommend them? Like, is there a greater chance of success with your vendors than going outside? I guess what I would be.
Yeah, that's a great question. Is there a greater chance of success if you're using from the vendor list? It's a great place to start, okay? Many of them know lifestyles type properties. In many cases, you hire a general contractor, you pick if it's going to be the white package, the gray package, or the beige package. They've already got everything picked out, and you just say, yes, let's do it, okay? Now, how do we inspect that? You're going to use hard money. That may be a foreign term. If you come this weekend, I'll help you go through it. But that hard money lender has 70 to 75% of the funds in the deal, maybe all of the money. They're more invested in that deal than you. So before they release money to you to pay your contractor, they send out an inspector on your behalf that does know everything you don't, okay? So when we talk about hard money, sometimes you're like, yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, but it also covers your butt. So use it, okay? Because you're not going to be there every day. And you don't know what a king stud is, right? So maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? But that inspector does, okay? Yeah.
And again, all these vendor on the vendor portal, they are
Get over here.
all right.
Third time.
Who's approved by Lifestyle. You see other member like reviews and comments on them and how they deal. Or you can talk to the other investor. So if you came to talk to me about anything, for example, I can recommend Jessica all day long. So I can recommend Mondale all day long. So from my experience.
So what he's saying, in other words, networking.
Yes.
You network with other investors and you talk to them. Who did you use? What was your experience with them, right? Did you like them? Would you use them again, right? If they say yes, they say no, and why? Okay? All right.
Networking definitely is a big thing. That's part of the problem I'm having right now with, like I said, 4 kids and a full-time job.
Busy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Azhary,
thank
thank you.
you so much. So give him a round of applause. Thank you.